As the world shifts toward electric vehicles, clean energy storage, and battery-powered technologies, a new global scramble has begun, not for oil, but for critical and rare earth minerals. Lithium, cobalt, nickel, graphite, copper, manganese. These are the building blocks of the 21st century economy. And Africa, with its vast mineral endowments, sits at the center of this new geopolitical map. But this moment also resurrects an old question. Will Africa finally benefit from its resources, or will history repeat itself? Recently, in a U.S. Senate hearing led by Senator Ted Cruz, lawmakers openly acknowledged that the United States needs deeper mineral partnerships with African nations. But Africans know all too well what Western partnerships have looked like. Decades of unfavorable contracts, extraction without development, and value taken without value returned. Meanwhile, China has taken a different approach, investing in factories, infrastructure, and manufacturing bases on the continent. And this shift, if African leaders handle it wisely, could become the foundation of an economic renaissance. Today, we're diving into what African governments must do right now to stop the raw material trap and capture the full value of the global battery revolution. Let's get into it. The entire world is preparing for a battery-powered future. Electric vehicles are projected to exceed 60% of auto sales by 2035. Energy storage demand is expected to grow 15-fold by 2030. Nations are stockpiling minerals the way they once stockpiled oil. In this race, Africa is not a supplier of nice-to-have inputs. Africa supplies minerals that the world cannot function without. For example, the Democratic Republic of Congo produces over 70% of global cobalt. Zimbabwe holds some of the world's richest lithium deposits. South Africa and Gabon dominate manganese supplies. Madagascar and Tanzania are becoming key graphite hubs. This is the moment where Africa can choose whether to remain at the bottom of the value chain or rise to the top. For over a century, Africa has been stuck in the same cycle. Export raw minerals, import expensive finished products, create wealth for foreign corporations, not local citizens. This pattern is so entrenched that economists call it the resource extraction trap. If Africa continues exporting raw lithium, raw cobalt, raw manganese, it will lose 90–95% of potential earnings, just like it did with gold, oil, and rubber. The raw material era must end. Here is what African governments must do. Number 1. Ban or strictly limit raw mineral exports. Countries like Indonesia have already done this, banning raw nickel exports in 2020. The results? A 10-fold increase in domestic processing investment, billions in new manufacturing commitments, thousands of new high-skilled jobs. Africa can do the same. Lithium must be processed in Africa. Cobalt must be refined in Africa. Graphite must be coated and shaped in Africa. When the value chain stays home, the wealth stays home. Number 2, require all Western corporations to build manufacturing and processing plants. If a company wants access to African minerals, it must build a refinery, build a cathode or precursor plant, build battery component factories, train African engineers and technicians, transfer technology. This is how China grew its industrial capacity, by forcing local manufacturing. Africa must adopt the same strategy. Number 3, create a Pan-African critical minerals strategy. Individually, African nations are strong. Together, they are unstoppable. A continental minerals alliance, similar to OPEC, would enable Africa to set minimum export prices, negotiate as a bloc, standardize environmental and labor rules, protect against foreign political interference, leverage collective bargaining power. The African Union already has the foundation. Now is the time to act. Number 4. Build regional battery and EV manufacturing hubs. Every mineral-rich region should have integrated industrial corridors. For example, West Africa, lithium, manganese, EV assembly. Central Africa, cobalt refinery and cathode factories. Southern Africa, battery manufacturing and recycling plants. East Africa, technology hubs, semiconductor components, and logistics systems. This approach increases trade, reduces dependency, and boosts competitiveness. Number 5. Invest in African talent and training. Africa has the largest youth population on Earth, but without training, the jobs will still go to foreign workers. Governments must partner with universities, polytechnics, and global institutions to train battery engineers, metallurgists, mining automation expert, EV software technicians, renewable energy engineers. China did this. South Korea did this. India did this. Africa must create an army of skilled professionals for the industries of tomorrow. Number 6. Renegotiate existing mining contracts. Many current agreements do not benefit African nations. Countries should audit every contract, identify unfair clauses, renegotiate royalties, demand profit sharing, implement strict timelines for local processing, enforce environmental protections. Nations like Zambia and Tanzania have already begun this process, and the results are promising. Number 7. Build African sovereign mineral wealth funds. Just like Norway did with oil, African nations should invest mining revenues into infrastructure, education, healthcare, green technology, strategic reserves, equity stakes in global battery companies. This ensures long-term national wealth, not short-term political benefits. Finally, Western countries now say they want to partner with Africa. But Africa remembers unfair trade agreements, debt traps, structural adjustment programs, multinational exploitation, resource theft. Meanwhile, China's model, though not perfect, focuses on building factories, constructing highways, ports, rail, creating local jobs, supporting industrialization. Africa must negotiate with both sides, but on its own terms. No more one-sided deals, no more resource-for-nothing arrangements, no more dependency cycles. Africa is standing at a historic crossroads. For the first time in modern history, the world needs Africa more than Africa needs the world. The global battery revolution gives African governments unprecedented leverage that must be used wisely. The future belongs to nations that control mineral processing, manufacturing, and technology, not nations that simply export rocks. If African leaders implement strong policies now, if they ban raw mineral exports, if they demand local manufacturing, if they develop their youth, if they negotiate as a united bloc, then Africa will not just supply the battery revolution. Africa will power it. And this time, Africa will keep the wealth it creates.
Thank you for joining me in this video. I hope you found it insightful and that it provided you with the information you were looking for. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, as it really helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future content. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below with your key takeaways or any questions you might have. Your feedback is incredibly valuable. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.